for the full moon in Scorpio, right? Keep in mind, we had the new moon in Aries, right? And we're having the full moon. So it's going from the new moon in Aries to the full moon in Scorpio, right? In between the new moon and the full moon, we had an eclipse. Aries, there is so much energy going on for you right now. I feel like you're feeling so much in your power here as well. So much Mars energy, right? I feel like you are so sassy and smart assy. I feel like you're on fire. You're ready to go out and accomplish things. Like you have like bursts of just like excitement of like ready to go. Like I feel like your get up and go game is like on 10 right now. Like you are ready for everything. I feel like if you have any like hidden enemies at this time, if you have anybody that's trying to come up against you, I feel like they're being taken down with just like a look. Like I don't even, Aries, you don't have to go back and forth. You don't have to have conversations. You don't have to do anything here. I feel like it's just how you're looking at people, and I feel like it's like they just know, right? It's like they just, hey, you better leave this Aries alone, right? First out, we have fun. That's what I'm saying. At this time, you are so much in your power. You're wanting to go out and really enjoy people, places, things. I feel like you have a lot of people around you at this time that are just wanting you just to be there. Like, I feel like you're the center of attention. You're on fire. You're so much fun. I feel like you have so many invitations to so many different parties. I feel like you have so many different people coming out of the blue. Like, hey, can you please come spend time with me? Can you please come do the, like, Aries, I feel like everybody's wanting just a little piece of you at this time. Like, everybody is feeling your energy, and I feel like you're so warm, you're so inviting, you're fun, but I feel like there's like the seriousness about you. Aries, it's very attractive, it's very magnetic, and I feel like you have so many different people around you at this time that are feeling that. And I feel like it could be people you hadn't talked to in a year. Like I feel like they could be calling you up on the phone like, hey, hey, Aries, you have so many different people coming up, like just wanting just to spend just a little moment with you here, right? Let's get into your cards, Aries. First out, we have 10 of Cups. Aries, you are so much in you're enjoying life at this time. Like the world is your oyster. Like the time is now for you. I feel like you are really surrounding yourself with a lot of love energy, a lot of cuddling, could be a lot of hand holding, like just very romantic, very sweet, right? I feel like there could have been like somebody could have like renewed their vows here as well, right? And then we have 4 of Cups, and then we have the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Cups here, right? I feel like this 10 of Cups is coming in for you after this kind of 4 of Cups kind of clears out as well, right? There could have been some like a space here where you could have like just been getting in your feelings and emotions. It wasn't anything real that was going on here, right? I feel like it was just kind of like little bursts of sadness here, right? But I feel like those were like important and necessary for you at this time in order for you to kind of see like what it is that you're not necessarily like excited about here, right? And so I feel like once you go into this space where you're really starting to manifest, like look at the things that you want to change, look at how everything's played out up to this point, right? And I feel like that's really pushing you into a new direction. I feel like that's helping you make appropriate changes for your life here, that you're really wanting to do. Like I feel like there's a whole lot of things that like I feel like you have like a whole bucket list of like all the things that you're wanting to accomplish, all the people you're wanting to meet, all the places you're wanting to go here as well, right? And then we have the Ace of Swords. You have a whole list, and I feel like there's almost been a space where you didn't think that you could go and do these things. Like you didn't have enough money, you didn't have enough time, you didn't have enough resources here, right? No, all of that's being cleared out for you. Like it's time for you to start chasing after your dreams. It's time for you to start going after what it is that you're wanting here. You have everything you need. It's right in your fingertips here as well, right? All you have to do is really just go into a space where, hey, you just start thinking about all the things you want instead of all the things you don't, right? Yes, Aries. Oh my goodness. I feel like you're really living in your truth at this time as well, right? I feel like you could have a lot of understanding, a lot of knowledge here about what type of future relationships that are going to be pulling in for you as well, right? I feel like there's like just a sense of knowing like, hey, like this is my person. And I feel like Aries, you're really excited here as well. I feel like once you have like this realization of like, hey, who this person really is for you, I feel once again, that's pushing you in a whole new direction here, right? I feel like you really start changing yourself, changing what it is you're doing. I feel like if this person is really worth it to you, you will make those appropriate changes. You will do the things necessary in order for, you really to get this ultimate happiness for yourself, right? And then we have 2 of Cups, and then we have 2 of Cups. Aries, like you're taking a hold of your life. You're not allowing anybody, anything, any place, any situation, any conversation here to stop you, to take your attention away from what it is you're trying to get to, right? What is this 10 of Cups, Aries? I feel like there's almost something that you keep like telling yourself over and over and over, like words of affirmation here as well. Like there's something that is like in the back of your mind that's like keeping you going here, right? And I feel like that's really helping you at this time here as well, right? We have Temperance. And the Knight of Cups. If there's a situation here involving love, it could be with the Sagittarius as well. If there's a situation involving love, I feel like this is, like, it's almost seeming like too good to be true, especially here with this Ten of Cups and this Knight of Cups as well. I feel like you're almost like waiting for the other shoe to drop here as well, Aries. Don't let it be like that. I feel like instead of just like going full force, like Venus and fire, you know, like I feel like instead of like just going full, like just straight with your passions here, right? I feel like you're taking one step at a time. I feel like you're really laying groundwork. You're doing things as you're supposed to, right? To build a proper foundation here, right? And then we have Queen of Cups. I feel like you're following your intuition involving this, right? Like you're going to know how fast to take a relationship. You're going to know how quickly to get involved here, right? I feel like you're just going extra slow for this because I feel like this is somebody that you really want, like you really want to spend time with, somebody you really enjoy here, right? And you almost don't want to overdo it, right? Too much of a good thing can turn out to be a bad thing, right? And I feel like that's something that you're paying attention to your intuition. You know when to call this person, you know when to text this person, right? And I feel like it's easy, right? Like I don't feel like it's overcomplicated. I don't feel like it's over challenging here as well. Things just make sense, right? It's such a turnaround from like the past energy that you've been going through here, Aries, right? With this Four of Cups, we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. There could have been a space here where you really could have felt like you weren't making enough money here as well, right? And so I feel like you kind of start getting in your emotions and feelings about that, right? Like I feel like that really takes you to the drawing board. That really makes you like want to start over, like, okay, what is it I need to do? Like how is it I need to get here, right? And Aries, that's pulling in the money for you. The fact that you're having like realizations like, hey, my pants are a little too tight. Maybe I should start eating more salads. You know, my bank account's dwindling. Maybe I should spend less money. Like I feel like you're like having like little realizations, like little observations here, right? As to like, hey, instead of like getting in my feelings and emotions about it, maybe I should just like get up and make the changes necessary, right? And that's really going to make a turnaround for you. It's like having awareness as to like the situations that are really going on. That's part of your growth at this time, right? Yeah, don't get in your feelings and emotions. Don't get sad because you have to buy a new pair of pants. Nah. It's this is a part of your growth. It's just about paying attention, being observant as to what is going on around you here, right? It's like when you're spinning so many plates in the air, you got to make sure that one doesn't fall. You got to make sure, you know, like this is okay over here, this is okay over here, right? Very much a balancing act for yourself, right? And instead of like ringing the alarm when things like start going crazy or frustrating here, right? You're just moving when it's supposed to, right? What is this Two of Wands? We have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's a new direction here that you're really wanting to take. It could be, there could be, you could be traveling here with the King of Pentacles here. You could be a little nervous about this situation. It could be bringing in some anxiety here. This King of Pentacles could be having some anxiety about this traveling situation here as well. And then we have Five of Pentacles. You could really be separating yourself. You could really be leaving behind this King of Pentacles at this time, right? I feel like they could have gotten their feelings hurt as well. I feel like this King of Pentacles is almost like been an attached energy here for you as well. And I feel like there's just become a space where it's time for you to start taking a different direction, right? And I feel like that's something that you're knowing. I don't feel like it's necessarily something that you're wanting to do, but you know that it's necessary for your growth. I feel like it could be breaking this King of Pentacles heart here as well, right? With this Ace of Swords, we have Queen of Swords. At this time, you are clearly speaking your truth. And the Knight of Swords, you are so clearly speaking your truth at this time. I feel like you're very matter of fact, you're very blunt, you're very, like, I feel like it's sassy, smart, assy energy, right? You have no problem saying what it is that you feel here as well. There could also be a Queen of Swords bringing in a truth for you as well, right? They could be enlightening you about a situation that you really had no clue of. But more or less, I feel like there could have been a space here, Aries, where you really didn't want to rock the boat. So I feel like you could have just kept your mouth shut here as well, right? Not at this time, not with this Queen of Swords here and the King of Swords. I feel like you're being very matter of fact about situations. I feel like there have been several people around you like that had no problem hurting your feelings, but I feel like you could have been like minding your P's and Q's. No, not at this time. Like, you're protecting yourself. You know the truth. You know what's really going on here, and I feel like you could be setting a lot of people straight here as well. With the Six of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. I feel like you have a brand new opportunity involving love, and I feel like this is something that once again you're paying very close attention to. And then we have the Three of Swords in reverse, right? Yeah. I feel like there's a space here where there was a big heartbreak for you involving a love situation. Somebody that you really loved, really cared about. It was very romantic, very beautiful. There was a lot of time and energy spent into growing something so beautiful, right? This situation really could have hurt your feelings, broke your heart, torn you up here, right? There's going to be coming an opportunity here where you're like, it's almost like you're being sat down to really examine what hurts your feelings. And once you have realization as to, like, I feel like this person's almost coming in and like offering you this opportunity here to like take like first row seat, hey, and like get an explanation as to why you could have felt this way. I feel like this happened, but I don't think it was true. I feel like it was something that you thought was going on. And I feel like you could have gotten into this like Three of Swords space. And I feel like this partnership that you have a lot of love, genuine care, and connection with, right? I feel like they're almost like coming in, like offering this opportunity to explain the situation, what really happened here, right? Almost like give you insight as to their side of the story here. And once you have realization of that, I feel like this Three of Swords, right? I feel like it goes in reverse. I feel like you realize like, hey, there was a lot of time wasted, a lot of hurt feelings and emotions on a situation that could have just been like a confused bubble, right? I feel like there was just a lot of confusion here, right? And I feel like that pulls you two back together with this Two of Cups, right? Once there's a genuine understanding, genuine care and communication here as well. I feel like you got, once again, I feel like somebody's renewing their vows. I feel like there's like a new agreement made here as well. A lot of forgiveness, a lot of understanding here as well. Keep in mind, we went from this, I feel like there's a new agreement. We went from this Six of Cups here, right, to this Two of Cups. Look at how many roses, look how much growth and time and effort and blah, blah, blah. No, when this comes in, once there's forgiveness, I feel like you guys are almost like starting over. You're like shaking on it, like what's happened before. We're not bringing it up anymore. Like we're having a new beginning. We're having a new start here, right? And I feel like that's, Aries, that's what you were wanting. That's what you were wanting. I feel like that's what's bringing in like a lot of the surges, happiness, love, peace. I feel like the only reason why your life could have felt like it was hard or frustrating or tense or sad here, like that makes me want to cry. Like Aries, I feel like it was because, thank you for liking. I feel like it was because this person wasn't around anymore, right? And once they kind of like make and we have the Emperor, once they kind of like make their reappearance here, it's like almost like this burst of life, energy, love has been like restored in you as well, right? What is this Two of Cups? We have Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands. Ooh. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. This was a situation here. This was a situation here as well that you really could not have forward movement because there was no understanding, right? This was a situation that you really felt battered, bruised, broken, torn apart here, right? And I feel like you really walked away from the situation, right? Aries, let's get one more card to see what happens after this walking away. Yeah, I feel like that's a part of this heartbreaking energy here, right? Like this relationship, this love. I feel like that's almost why this new agreement has to come in here, right? Because there was so much negative, toxic energy that had happened, transpired between you two as well, right? Like there was no forward movement. There was so much time here that was just stagnant, uncomfortable, stuck, right? Like your feelings were hurt. You were broken down here, right? And I feel like you had really trusted in your intuition and walked away from the situation. Let's get one more card to see what happens. We have Ten of Cups. We have Ten of Cups. Yeah. You guys have to make a new agreement. Like this is your person. This is your person. Aries, and the quicker, and then we have the Fool at the bottom. You have to make a new agreement. Like this is your person. I feel like it's just gonna take two parties being mature, grown-up adults, you know, that and realize like, hey, like the love aspect is so much more important than any of the craziness here, right? You have a brand new beginning. Any of this stuck, stagnant energy, it's going out the window. It's not for you any longer, right? We got two, so we'll read them. Face your financial fears and visualize abundance in all forms, right? Face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. I feel like that's what you were doing within the relationship. I feel like you were scared of it was if it was going to succeed, if it was going to fail. And I feel like you just kind of counted yourself out and retracted your energy altogether. It was a fear energy. You were going to fear, not love. Oh my goodness, Aries. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts, right? All right, visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such a great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. And that I feel like that's almost why that Four of Cups had to come in, right? I feel like there was a space here where you kept getting in your fears, and I feel like you kept manifesting like all these scary things here, right? And that's not true. These things only came to pass because you harped on them for so long, right? When you're visualizing abundance, that's the only thing that can come to you, right? Stop focusing in on your fears. Don't let that control you. You have so many things out here that are made for so much bigger, greater things. All right, Aries, I hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing.